Wow.
Today is the day of reckoning.
We're gonna do a trailer reaction and you're gonna watch it with me.
We'll see what this one's like, whether it's just going to be another sellout sequel or whether it's actually going to be good or not. We're going to have a good old time together. Hi guys, how are we keeping? So I am here with another YouTube review for you. This one is going to be in a slightly different film. This time it's an anime film and it's called Your Name. Now I really want to get this out there. I don't watch a lot of anime. Don't get me wrong, if something catches my eye, I will definitely go see it. I would definitely watch it if I am really intrigued. So I saw the trailer for Your Name and I found out a fair bit about it, like the plot and what it's going to be about, and I thought that sounds really good. Okay, let's go see it. I was blown away. As a person that doesn't really watch anime films, I was extremely surprised by this film. The film itself is actually about two characters, one named Mitsuha and the other one named Taki. If I'm wrong, I apologise. And it's about these two characters and they switch bodies randomly, and it keeps happening frequently. Some days they'll be in their own bodies and some days they'll be in each other's bodies, and they sort of have to work out ways of trying to live the other person's life, and this sort of starts to form a bond as they see each other's lives through each other's eyes. There's one big twist in this film which I am not going to give away because I really want you all to see this film. This film was absolutely fantastic. The visuals were great. The story itself was fantastic. It kept me hooked. And these two characters, genuinely, I was so intrigued in them and I was hooked all the way through from start to finish. And these two characters, genuinely, I was so intrigued in them and I was hooked all the way through from start to finish. Like I say, I don't watch too much anime, but I loved the opening for this film. Like the opening, I believe the music was done by the band named Radwimps. The music and score for this film, I believe they did the entire soundtrack, and they did a fantastic job. I loved the opening. I've been listening to the song Youth and Namaru. I forget the name, but it's in the opening. And if you look it up on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find it. I've been hooked on this song, I absolutely love it. And I just think this whole film from start to finish is definitely a fantastic film. Like I say, I love the character interaction, the development. There were a lot of funny scenes. There were a lot of funny scenes in this film as well, a lot of comedy, which I absolutely loved. I felt it just kept the story going and it kept it fresh, and I really do feel like this is a fresh take on cinema. It's definitely opened up my eyes to a lot more anime type films, I guess. It's definitely made me want to watch like quite a few anime films, which is great because I have wanted to sort of get into anime for quite some time, and this film sort of helped me edge along and made me think, oh, there is actually good anime cinema out there, I just haven't discovered it yet. There is another film that I actually do want to watch called The Silent Voice. I missed a chance to see it in cinemas, but when the Blu-ray comes out, I'm definitely going to be buying that because that film looks so fantastic. If it's good or bad, if you've seen it, please let me know in the comment section below. But Your Name was genuinely such a fantastic film. Like I say, I felt it was a fresh take on cinema as a whole. Just visually, it was so beautiful, and there was one scene which looks like it's hand-drawn anime. Pretty sure the whole film is hand-drawn, but this part looked especially hand-drawn, and I don't want to say which bit it is because I really don't want to give any parts of this film away. Don't want to give any indication as to what happens throughout the story. But like I said before, there is a huge twist which took me by surprise a little bit. I didn't really see it coming. This film is so fantastic, and it definitely gets the highest marks I can give it. I believe this film came out a year ago, so I knew it was in cinema, but like I say, I wasn't really interested into anime. I feel like my film taste over the past year, because obviously I haven't been making videos, has completely changed because I've definitely opened my eyes to much more independent films and much more risque films and films that are out there, and I've started like putting my interest out to make me sort of want to see films that aren't so big, films that people don't really know about, films that sound really interesting. Like last week, for example, I just watched Nosferatu for the first time and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Obviously the writing's a bit off, but it was 1922, so you can't really say anything about it. because it was so long ago, and as a sort of first film to come out, it's quite a huge achievement, and it's films like those that have led us to films that we see today. And I realise that I've just gone off topic completely, so I'm gonna get back on topic. Your Name. There's not a lot more I can say about this, aside from the fact that I absolutely loved it from start to finish. It's also extremely emotional. Like, it gives you so many feels. Parts you want to laugh, parts you want to cry, parts you feel happy, just so many emotions in this film. And that's what makes great cinema, is if it can give you so many emotions and make you sort of feel the way the character feels. And that's what I think makes a great film, is when you can be completely invested. And going to watch a film is basically, it's a sort of an escape from reality. You want to be taken out of your scenario, out of your world, and be put completely transfigured into the world that you're watching on screen. I feel Your Name did a fantastic job with this, and I can highly recommend it. And please go watch this. I feel that anime cinema should be supported a lot more. Obviously Studio Ghibli is like king of the anime. I don't know if that's to any anime fans, and I'm sorry if that offends you. I really do apologise. I feel because they've had such a great tracking history of films, such as like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, and all sorts of films like those. They're at the top, but obviously Hayao Miyazaki, I think that's the name, he retired, I believe, so it's really fresh and exciting to see these new directors come out and give us films, or like these directors that we haven't really, not so much taken much of an interest in, but haven't really, I can't think of the word, I haven't really looked into much. I guess I'm gonna go with that. I do apologise. Much smaller directors we should take much more of an interest in and support their work, because like I say, Your Name is fantastic, and I believe he's made a couple of other anime films, so I'm gonna definitely check them out. Or I'm not too sure if this is his first film. I need to do my research. But Your Name, fantastic film. Can highly recommend it. Go watch it. Please support anime films, because after watching this, and like I say, although I haven't watched much anime, I've watched like films like Spirited Away, all the big ones basically. They really intrigue me, because it is different to Hollywood cinema, obviously, and different to like other animated films. But they do it so well. They get you really interested in the characters. That to me just helps you get transfigured into this world. This director definitely deserves your support, and he definitely deserves all the good reviews that he can get. Anyways guys, I'm sorry if I was rambling on to other things during my review, but stay tuned. I'm coming back. I'm making more videos, as you can see, starting to upload. I'm going to try and upload once a week, and I do have an update video coming explaining why I didn't really upload in the past year, because a lot has happened. As you can see, different setting, and as you saw in the last video, different setting there as well. That's because I have moved. But I'm going to explain everything in the update video. And as you can see, I've got Power Rangers in the background. So, thank you so much for watching. Please stick around. Please subscribe, because it would really help, and I am still sticking to my word of what I said 1 year ago. If I get 100 subscribers, I am going to do a Q&A video. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the doobly-doo below, and I shall answer them for you when I hit 100 subscribers. If you feel like giving the video a like, feel free. If you don't like this video, then go ahead and dislike it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video. I am still sticking with the same outro, so